that is really charged up. And my book has caused a lot of controversy. I can't say that I'm unhappy about that. Being a lawyer, I like controversy. And I think it's good to debate these things. I think that it's good to get them all out in the open. But I am Jewish, and I practice my religion, and I was raised Jewish. My parents were Jewish. My grandparents all came from Europe. And so their families, who I never knew, were all, of course, victims of the Holocaust. So, you know, that AT&T commercial where the real sweet Japanese girl calls her grandmother in Japan, we can't call our relatives in Russia and Poland and Belarus and all the places where we would have had relatives. So I will really yield to no one in, my concern about the Holocaust as a horrible event. And it's a very sensitive subject, but what I want to do is try to approach it as history and deal with the facts. I get a lot of emails. I have a website, savingthejews.com, and some of it is not very nice. I got an email last week. As a Jew, it gives me pain and terrible sadness to know about your book. Whoever makes a hero out of the worst Nazi who ever lived, Franklin D. Roosevelt. I thought Hitler was the worst Nazi who ever lived. But maybe I was mistaken. There's a lot of feeling in the Jewish community that Roosevelt let everybody down as really a bad guy. So there are some people out there who don't like what I have to say. Roosevelt was a heartless, soulless individual, the worst Nazi the world has ever known. So it is an ongoing thing, and there is a new book coming out, yet another book, and the headline in the Times was Roosevelt and the Jews, a debate rekindled. So I think this is a debate that's going to go on for a while, and I hope to be a part of it, and I hope that I can impart to you tonight some of my views and why I hold them. I'm not going to talk very long, a couple of hours. I bill by the hour. Now, I'm not going to talk very long. Then we'll open up for questions. And what we want to have is some good questions, civil questions, and some civil answers. So that's what we're going to do. This book was inspired by what you see here. This is a photograph of the Holocaust Monument in Boston, Massachusetts. And for those of you who have been to Boston and know Quincy Market and know that area, it's right down the street. And it's a very beautiful monument. And it has a lot of inscriptions, and it's a very moving thing to see. And I visited it with my daughter, Allie, who's then 15, and who was at school at Phillips Academy, and is a very bright young lady. She takes after her mother. And we read on the monument this statement, and I'm going to read it to you twice, because this is really the origin of this book. By late 1942, the United States and its allies were aware of the death camps, but did nothing to destroy them. Okay, I'm going to read it again. By late 1942, the United States and its allies were aware of the death camps, but did nothing to destroy them. Now, I told my daughter that this statement is not